Hey, hockey fans, and welcome back to another edition of Puck My Life. Tonight I'm joined with Cody. Mark wanted me to tell you guys that basically he's going to be taking a leave of absence. He's got a lot going on with work and family, and basically wanted to let you guys all know that he misses being on the show and that he will basically try to be back as soon as he can. It'll most likely be closer to the time when pucks start dropping again, so be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, the rest of the Puck My Life crew, we are here to go over the rest of the game experiences and some other podcasts that we have coming tonight. So, how are we doing, Cody?
I'm doing well. Friday night and happy to be here.
All right, awesome. So, tonight we're going to go over our Columbus Blue Jackets game experience that took place on March 9th of 2018. So, yeah, this was a little bit ago. This was part of a 2-game hockey road trip that we went on. And the night before, we were in Detroit and got to see the Las Vegas Golden Knights play for the first time in Detroit. I know that was an exciting moment for the both of us to go and see that. And the next night, the Red Wings went down to Columbus. So it's kind of cool to see Detroit home game and then an away game back-to-back nights. So it was a neat experience that we just couldn't pass up. So before we get into the game experience, I wanted to ask you, Cody, since you told me before we went live that you're actually wearing the Johnny Gaudreau jersey, and that's a jersey you purchased from the Saddle Dome, if I'm not correct, right?
That is true. Bought on site at the Saddle Dome in Calgary.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on Johnny going to Columbus?
It was unexpected. It's a surprise. He's going to be a lot closer to family in Jersey than he was out in Western Canada, that's for sure. But definitely an exciting time for Columbus. I think they've been a franchise that, I don't know, they've been waiting to break through for a long time. So hopefully he's a catalyst for that.
Yeah, I talked about this in one of the other shows, and I had a strong feeling that Johnny was going to leave. I didn't want him to leave. I liked him in Calgary. He's been one of my favorite players, but I just had this feeling that he was going to go. But in that feeling, I had no thought or anything that he would end up in Columbus. That would have been one of the last places that I thought he would have ended up.
Definitely. They've been the place that people leave, not go to, for so long. So, in that aspect, I'm happy for Columbus.
Yeah. So I know that he was, I guess, in some interviews after this press conference, he actually really wanted to go to Philly, but Philly didn't have enough cap space or wasn't able to give him a decent offer, so he had to go with Columbus. So. I'm going to miss him wearing the Flaming Sea, but at the end of the day, he's got to do what he's got to do. I know he still loves the game of hockey, and he's ready to give his all to his all to this next team, and I wish him the best of luck, and that he has a good time down there and can stay healthy and provide as much as he can for the franchise. So he did say, I don't know if you saw in one of the interviews, that he wanted to go and sit in the arena and have him shoot the cannon off a few times just so he could get used to it. Because there was a video.
A little less skittish, yeah.
Yeah, I think he was in a warm up or something. Yep. He's going around and you hear the cannon go off. And he's like, what the frick? He's like, it got him. So I was like, it was kind of funny, but. Yeah,
exposure therapy coming up for Johnny Gaudreau.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So all the best of luck to Johnny Gaudreau on his new adventure in Columbus. So the Columbus Blue Jackets, they play at Nationwide Arena, and it's in downtown Columbus, Ohio. It was a 3-hour and 8-minute drive. Yeah. 308 miles, 5-hour, 2-minute drive. Getting my stuff mixed up there. So it wasn't too bad. This is in the continental U.S. This is the next closest professional hockey team to us. They're a little bit closer than the Blackhawks, but not by much. I think it's literally just by a few minutes.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's not much. So and the traffic and stuff going down to here is a lot less, and it's a lot easier to get down. You go into Chicago and all the going through that turnpike and all the
All the
construction
tolls.
tolls, everything. It's bad. So this wasn't too bad. It wouldn't necessarily be something where Cody and I could run down there for a 7 o'clock puck drop and then be back the same night like that. That's not going to happen, but it's definitely something that's doable. You easily go down there, watch the game, stay overnight, and then come back the next day. And it's really not that bad for us. So Nationwide Arena, I must say, since we started doing this, I think this has actually been one of my favorite experiences and one of my favorite arenas. I know Cody and I have actually talked about this trip multiple times when we've gone to other trips, and I think we've kind of used this trip to kind of set the bar for other places that we've gone to. Nationwide Arena, beautiful arena. So one of the shots that I took as we were walking downtown, I mean, look at that with all the paved brick and everything. I think we were about 4 or 5 blocks away with our parking. Wasn't really that bad. Then we come down that long stretch and it opens up. You got the arena right there, a few fans popping around. There wasn't really like a lot of traffic. It was actually like one of the better downtowns I had been to in a while. So really liking that. And the inside, just as nice. Really like this a lot. A lot of good viewing angles. The upper deck had a bit of a sharper angle for sitting, but nothing like the Canadian Tire Center. We'll get into that later. That one was rough, but the drunk Ottawa fans definitely made up for it.
For sure.
Stay tuned for that one. We'll tell you all about that story. And then when you come in, it just like I was not expecting it to open up like this. The concourse was just amazing. Like I love this arena so much. Like this has got to be one of my tops.
It might be my favorite. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful facility, and downtown in Columbus, I have to say, is gorgeous as well.
Of course. And between Cody and myself, we've been to 10 different
I think
arenas?
we're at 10 right now. Yeah.
So the only arenas that I've been to that he hasn't as far as NHL is I've been to Amalie where Tampa's played, and you've been to
Ball Arena in Denver.
In Denver. So other than that, all the other arenas we've both been to, and so far this is like right at the top for us. All right, so parking. So when we got down to Nationwide Arena, we weren't really sure 100% where to go, but like you saw, there wasn't like a whole lot of traffic, so we were able to take our time to figure it out. This actually wasn't really that bad for a downtown setting for parking. We actually parked in one of these lots just south, I believe, of the Huntington Park. We were like kind of like around this area, and I think it was like only $10 to park there.
It was not much. It was close.
Yep. Oh yeah, it was close. Just a few blocks, yeah, because we crossed this Nationwide Boulevard, and then you can see where it says Boulevard there. That's where I took that picture while we were walking up and came up to the arena. So it was, from start to finish, this was just a really, really good experience all the way around. So tickets were a little bit more expensive. This was $130.48 for 2 tickets. We sat in the upper bowl. That picture I showed you earlier of the shot of the whole ice, that was from about where our seats were at. And we were in section 204, row J. We sat in seats 1 and 2 for that night. And they really weren't that bad. Like I really enjoyed those seats. We had good seats, but yeah, like, we were showing there $130.48. I think mainly it was because, for one, you can see on there, it was a Friday night, and 2, Detroit was in town.
It's an original 6 team. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Fans.
And we've noticed that like throughout our hockey viewing career, if that's what you want to call it, that since we are Red Wings fans, it seems like a lot of times when we go to an arena and the Red Wings are playing, it seems like we are paying a premium for those seats. We'll talk a little bit more about that later when we talk about when we went to the Toronto Maple Leafs game and what we had to pay just to sit in the upper bowl for that one. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Yeah, I have to do both hands for that one. Yeah, we were really paying out for that one. All right, merch. So they had their Fox Sports Ohio Blue Line merch store. It was pretty cool. It was really big. I really like how they had the tall ceilings in there. A really good selection. Unfortunately, I did not. The only thing that I forgot to grab my puck before this.
Oh, I did too, man.
Yeah. Well, look at us. It's not as prepared as we should be. I don't even see it on my. Oh, yep. Hold on a second.
I know I got the Canon logo, the alternative Canon logo puck.
Yeah. Which one did you get?
The Canon logo puck.
Oh, you got the Canon logo puck. So we'll show a few more pictures. Yeah. So they had a really good selection here. I like their jerseys. I think if I did get one, isn't there one that has like the Canon like all in the middle? Like this is like their older one.
Canon.
Like I like this one a lot. This is an older CCM one that I have. It's a patch one. But yeah, I really like jerseys. Oh yeah, and the Canon one that I like it's like a cream color.
Yep, that like kind of sky blue. Cream.
Yeah, so that one was really cool. And this game experience, like you saw in there, this was in 2018, so this was before we actually ended up like taking this more serious. But I still have the sticker on there, so $8 for the puck. And at the time, I wasn't picking up the official game pucks, but I thought this was really cool to have their mascot stinger with their new logo on it, official NHL product. $8. Nothing too crazy. I have started like collecting this style of the mascot pucks. I don't know if they really do this anymore. I think I have two more up there. I have the one for the Red Wings and I have the one for the Coyotes. I really wish I would have bought the one when we were in Calgary.
Did they have a Blasty puck?
They did not have a Blasty. It was whatever. It's the dog, and I just saw his name written down the other day. But yeah, it was him. It would be cool if I think they did have a Blasty puck. It was just like the logo with Blasty. But yeah, this was literally he got his puck, and then I just got this, and we didn't get any other merch. But $8 for a puck like this. I know this was back in 2018, so it's probably like around $10 now, but still a good pickup. All right, so concessions. They had a really good selection of concessions. I didn't really see anything too crazy. Maybe, I don't really remember like a whole lot about this part. Cody and I were kind of talking about it before we got on, but I know from what you were saying, what did you say you remembered you ended up getting while you were there?
Yeah, they had a little Tim Hortons stand in there, if I remember correctly, and I got a pack of the 10 Timbits and a hot chocolate, and if memory serves correct, I know it was 2018, but I think it was only like $3, which is an absolute home run when it comes to arena food. $3 for a drink and a little snack. I mean, you're not going to beat that anywhere. I'm sure inflation's brought that up a little bit, but still, I mean, that definitely was a great deal, and I mean, who doesn't love Timbits?
Oh, I know. And then when we've gone to Canada, I mean, Tim Hortons are pretty much on every other corner, and sometimes there's two right next to each other. So it's crazy. But yeah, overall, the food selection, it looked like it was pretty on par with everything else. If there is something crazy that's at this arena that like, oh, dude, you got to try this. It's like a huge platter of nachos or whatever. Drop that in the comments below. Let us know. I'm sure at some point we'll be here again. And we'd love to go in and try that if you guys got something crazy down there for us. All right, next up is the atmosphere. So it was a pretty packed house. I mean, this was just before we kind of walked down to the lower bowl, just before, I think this was like this. Yeah, this was like the start of the third. And you can see there's a decent amount of fans, still a lot of people out getting beers and going to the bathroom and stuff like that. But overall, it was a rocking house. It was really good. I was really surprised because this is one of the more newer franchises, and Columbus isn't really known a lot for their hockey. They're more or less known for their Big Ten football in Ohio State. So I'm sure that sometimes they kind of get overshadowed by some of the other stuff happening in the area. But definitely a good hockey town, and Johnny's gonna love it here. and it was a really good time. But one thing that Cody and I had to do when we got there, and we made sure we got there early for it, was we went and checked out the cannon. Now, this thing was really cool. They had one of their workers stand there where you could hand him your phone and he'll take some pictures and stuff for you. But yeah, this was really neat to see this. And, you know, they shoot this off, I think, in the pregame, and then they also shoot off every time that they score a goal. So, in all honesty, we wanted to hear it go off, but we didn't want to hear it go off that many times because it meant they were beating up on the Red Wings, which is something that we did not want. Unfortunately, the Red Wings did end up losing this game 3-2. This was just before the end of the third, and yeah,
got a healthy amount of cannon fire that night.
Yeah, we did. We breathed in a lot of black powder smoke fumes, so we were good to go. We got our daily dose of that. But and then at the end, I think they were shooting off multiple times just for the win.
They go nuts when they win. I did like how I remember in the concourse they had like a wall with all the cannonballs shoved into it for I can't remember if it was to mark every goal that year. Or, I remember they had a big display with all the cannonballs in the wall, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, it's just I like it when teams go and do these little obscure things that just make them unique, and it's just something that I really truly love when we go to these different game experiences. So all right, next up I got for you is the puck score that I gave them, and so 9 out of 10 for parking, a 10 for tickets, a 9 for merch, a 10 for concessions, and a 10 for atmosphere. So what do you think, Cody? Agree, disagree? What do you got?
Agree on all of it. I mean, I think, as much as I'd love to be biased and say the Red Wings, have the best atmosphere, I honestly, I don't know if I've had a better in-arena experience than in Columbus. Just the cannon, the atmosphere. I mean, it was just an exciting game, and it was just such a good time.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it from start to finish. Like I said earlier in this, we've talked about this experience multiple times. This has really set the bar for a lot of these other experiences going forward, and I feel like this is one of the ones that's it's hard to beat, this experience that we had down there. So for the wow factor, X factor, I gave them a 3 out of 3 for that, for a total score of 4 out of 9. I mean, how many teams have a freaking cannon that goes off, and when that thing goes off, like we actually, I think we stood by it one time. We weren't very far away from where it went off, and you could feel it in your chest. Like it was insane. So coupled with all the different nuances of this, from the parking, the beautiful arena, the concessions, everything, atmosphere, the fans were amazing, and they were really good to us. We didn't have any bad instances with this team at all. Columbus Blue Jackets, you guys get a total puck score of 49 points. So yeah, so that was a great experience for both of us, and we're definitely glad that we went.
If I can add real quick, actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, the arena staff there were so friendly. I remember an usher just coming out in the concourse and just chatting with us for like 10 minutes. And then one of the neatest things I can remember, just in passing a couple of years ago, I was in Arizona, and I was talking, during the pandemic, there was a gentleman who had a face mask on with the Columbus Blue Jackets logo on it. And, I was like, oh, that's a cool mask. I actually went out to a game there, and it was one of my favorite experiences of any hockey game I've been to. And I've been to a lot of NHL arenas. And he's like, that is so cool to hear. And then he's like, I'm actually, I think he was the director of hospitality at Nationwide Arena. And he gave me his card and he's like, hey, let me know next time you're in town for a game. And I mean, just in passing, I bumped into that guy. And I mean, that tells you how much I enjoyed the experience. And I was, just saw somebody and happened to tell him what a great experience it was. And he just happened to work for Nationwide Arena.
Yeah, and I remember getting that phone call after you talked to him, and how you're like, "Hey, we need to try to see if we can go over there, see if this guy's gonna hook us up with like a suite or box seats or something crazy. Like, let's just see where this can take us." So you still got that card, right?
Oh, definitely.
You took pictures of it, you scanned it. It's on multiple flash drives, hard drives, whatever. Okay, good. So we're covered. So Awesome. Yeah. So if we ever cash in on that, we'll definitely throw a video up and let you guys know. And if you haven't already, go over to the Puck My Life Instagram, check that out. There really isn't a whole lot. Actually, there's nothing that we have really posted for this game experience over there, because this was before the whole Puck My Life thing started going, the Instagram, everything. So a lot of that we're showing you from that we took pictures and stuff like that from the game is this right here in the presentation for tonight. So yeah, so we'll maybe if I get a chance to, I'll go back through the archive, see what other stuff I have that's postable, and throw that up on the Instagram for you. So be sure to go and check that out. If you haven't already, there's a highlights tab on there. You can see some of the other games that we've been to throughout the NHL, and see some bits and pieces from those experiences. A lot of those game experiences, we'll be covering those in upcoming episodes. And if you see over here the first highlight tab, be sure to check on that and get the details to enter in for our giveaway. The giveaway is still open until the end of this month, with the drawing on September 5th. So if you want to get the rules and stuff for that, head on over to Instagram at Puck My Life. Find the pinned post at the very top, Who's That Hockey Team. Follow the instructions below. You can also go over to the main YouTube channel, find the thumbnail with that same picture of Who's That Hockey Team. Click on that, go below in the description, and you can find the rules to enter in to get a second entry. So you can enter in on Instagram. Rules are below for that. If you want to enter in on YouTube, go to that video below in the description. There's rules to enter in for that. So, yep, that wraps up tonight's show. Cody, again, I really thank you for coming on, and we're not exactly sure what game experience we're going to be doing again for Monday. I did the math this morning, I think it was, and to get all caught up on experiences, we need to do about 15 or 16 more, and we're not going to be able to get them all done before the pucks start dropping again, but we will definitely try our best to put some more out. And I'm not sure which one we'll do for Monday, but we'll come at you with another one. And yeah, so anything else, Cody, before we wrap up for the evening?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, you guys have a great rest of your night. Be safe out there. Have a fun weekend. And we'll see you back here on the Puck My Life YouTube channel Monday night. So have a good one, and we'll see you next time.